Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Quickly, before we start getting into things, I just want to say thank you so much for the previous video. It has done so well and there's been so many comments and likes that I really do appreciate it. It did take a little bit longer to edit due to me previously uploading 2 quick videos. The reason why I did those 2 quick videos was because I didn't want to really edit, and at the time the update came out, so I wanted to post those videos quickly and have an efficient way to talk about it. I know in those videos they're very quick and they're very I guess I want to say scattered, but some of you found it very informative, so that's why I uploaded this new video, the previous one, which was a guide to the entire update, so everybody got an idea, and I tried to be concise about it. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So to start things off, there are 2 things you need to know about what's going to happen in this video. Number 1, I'm going to be having a map layout pretty soon. It will pop up after I talk about whatever this is going to be. Number 2, towards the end of the video, it's going to be a run through of the dungeon or the challenge. It was done on the first day, so it's kind of going to be everywhere, but in that first day I found the secret chest loot area, which I will explain later on. So now that those 2 things are out of the way, yeah, so right now I'm going to cut to me talking about what the map is and how the layout is. But in order to do this challenge, you need to be level 70. And if you want to do it with friends, you have to come to Phantom Blood, go to Wynn's Night Lot, create a group, and then invite your friends to that group. Then you go into the Dire and you start the quest there. So yeah, without further ado, this part of the video will be a map layout of the best route, which I prefer, and I hope a lot of you will start thinking about more because of the loot possibilities and how fast you can get it done. Yeah, let's just get right away into it. So to start things off, I think it's best that I pull up a top to bottom view, or from the sky looking down. I know this is probably the worst drawing you've ever seen, or like a pretty sad attempt at making a map, but honestly I did this pretty quick just so I'm not taking too much time. Pretty self-explanatory. The start's right here. You have the 2 zombies that spawn in. You can hit them off the cliff, doesn't matter. You got the commander, the zombie commander. Yeah, this is the ruins, or I think this is called I think it is called ruins, I'm not too sure. But yeah, you go up the stairs, then you have these. All this is self-explanatory, okay? If you've done the 77 rings challenge a lot, then this is all self-explanatory. There's nothing new to explain. So when you go past the bridge, there's a particular part where a lot of people get confused at. Oops, I just hit my mic. A lot of people don't know this. There's campfires in the game, so whenever you can, or whenever you're low from a previous fight, use those campfires. They're really helpful. They heal you back up really fast. Yeah, that's already self-explanatory for the campfires, little dots. So immediately when you first boot this up, you're gonna see a treasure room. The treasure room's like what catches everybody's eyes. I know it did for me when the update came out. It caught my eyes and attention. A lot of people like to go to the right path. It takes you to a labyrinth. I decided not to draw that out because the labyrinth and all, it's not really worth it. This right path, I highly recommend skipping it, not doing the right path. The left path, however, that's the main talking point for today's little video. So when you go on the left path, you're gonna go to the graveyard. All right, so the graveyard is very annoying. I kind of just did a little bit of a guess on where the zombies spawn in, because usually when you come from the left path and you start heading into here, these 2 zombies immediately start getting aggro on you, and I don't know exactly where they are, but it's somewhat in this area, I'm assuming. Yeah, so these zombies, they don't pop up until you get close to their graves and they come out of it. The vampires, they're aggro immediately once you go for the commander. I accidentally messed up right here because these aren't commanders, these are normal zombies. So excuse that. Those are not commanders, those are zombies. I hope if you're seeing this, again, zombies, not commanders. So let's go up the stairs. So when you get up the stairs, these two commanders and the vampire are going to be waiting for you. Pretty much just take them out like you normally would. And the vampire, he's going to be on top of a pillar, just watching and waiting for you to attack one of them. So pretty much just attack them. And then once you get up, there's a campfire in the corner. And there you go. The knight's entrance is right here. So be careful with the knight's entrance because I didn't draw it or explain it, but the entrance has a gate that you go through. And once you go through the gate, you're going to have to open it up, and it's going to lock you out from the back, and it's going to open the front into the knight's little circle arena. So knight's arena or little room, self-explanatory. One-Eyed's on the right, Lion King's on the middle, and the lightning dude's on the left. Always going to be in the position, and they're never going to swap. You can always take out one at a time. This room's pretty big, but I drew it in a fairly small circle. Yeah, make sure when you're watching this or you're trying to figure out like how this room looks, it's a lot bigger than what this picture's showing. These knights are going to be far away in the direct middle of the circle, so you're not going to get their attention immediately. So you could literally just take out one at a time. No issue, no problem like that. Again, this is how you get their weapons too. You could farm this, kill yourself, and then respawn and retry it and keep going and just killing them. All self-explanatory for the weapons. If you want, just go kill them, retry, kill them, retry, kill them, retry, and then that's it. When you do retry though, I forgot to mention, it does set you all the way back to the beginning. So I don't know if you really want to take that as a chance and start farming that. That might be too much of a time consumer. So yeah, next part. So when you come out from the knight's exit, you're going to be walking along a cliff line, and at the end of the cliff line there's going to be a campfire. When you come from this campfire, you could easily just jump off and start fighting this revenant zombie vampire. Pretty much, you saw the treasure room at the beginning. You can kill this revenant zombie or vampire. It's not really explained what it is. You kill it, it drops the treasury key, then you have to walk all the way back to the beginning. Fastest way is taking the right path and going all the way back, but since you went left, you're gonna have to kill all the zombies on the right path going backwards. Yeah, it's not really worth it, honestly. Treasury keys, not really worth it in my opinion. This is purely my opinion. I find it way too irritating to go and kill this zombie and then go all the way back to the start, or not really to the start, but all the way back to the treasury room just to open it and get like 4 or 5 chests. Not really worth it. Again, right path, you go up and you could go all the way over here. It leads to the same spot, so not really anything important here. Blocked path, there's a straight so fight behind this blocked path. Not really worth it, not getting included at all. So the blocked path has a straight so fight that it's not worth really taking part of. And it's very long and annoying, especially there's a part where you have to do certain parkour in order to avoid the spikes below, and if you mess up you die. It's not worth it, trust me. Not worth it. So again, this is only for the part that's worth it. So this 77 rings challenge, only worth it for these certain parts. So real quick, those of you who want to kill the Revenant, I want you to know this. The Revenant guy is very annoying to deal with. He only comes down once you kill all the enemies that spawn in. And when he does come down, he does do an attack before he does come down. So the one attack he does is he shoots the laser out of his eye, and it hits you. And it does like more damage than it usually should do. I think it does 32 compared to the 24 that it usually does. So he comes down and then he starts doing a lot of hit combos to you, and just like a vampire, he'll back away from the fight after getting hit by too many attacks. So I recommend using a time stop stand to at least make this fight a little bit more easier. Start planning the world, even D4C, honestly, those are like very effective against him, because once you do a certain amount of damage, or I think it's on a time limit, so after a certain period of time passes, he goes back up to where he was, and now you have to repeat the cycle of killing all the enemies again, having him come down, attacking him, he goes back up, kill all the enemies again. It's a constant repeat, and the most annoying thing is that he keeps on doing this, and eventually at one point he will regain all his health back if you do not keep constantly attacking him. And now we get to the best part of this 77 rings challenge. So if you've taken the left path like I've told you to and you wanted to, if you get to past this little arch in the left path, still up the cliff, you can go exactly to this spot in the map, and it'll show like a little cutscene of what this place is called. And immediately, once you get done with that cutscene, you could jump off the cliff, turn around, and start heading to the corner. So if you jump down and you look right, you'll be able to see the room, and the room has a hallway, and at the end of the hallway is the secret loot. You use your 77 ring bracelet to open it, and I forgot to mention that the 77 ring bracelet you acquire from completing this dungeon once, or this challenge once. And then once you get that secret loot dungeon, you get a one guaranteed schematic of, I'm pretty sure, anything in the game, and you get like 3 legendary chests, 3 yellow chests, I think they're legendaries, 2 epics or 3 epics, and yeah, I think the loot depends though. I can't be for sure certain about what it is exactly. I just know it's guaranteed schematic and a guaranteed legendary chests. But yeah, you then run through this and defeat the same enemies, and you get through it. It's very easy, very easy. I hope this little map broke down the best way to farm this dungeon or this challenge. Just simply following the left path, going through it, you get a chance at the legendary weapons that could drop from the 3 knights. You get a chance at their armor. You get a chance at coming to the secret loot room faster and immediately getting a schematic of whatever you want. After that, you don't even have to go to the end of the dungeon. You could just get killed by a zombie and then restart from the very beginning, go through this again, get to this part again, and then get killed by a zombie and then restart again. No time wasted, no, just, it's very fast, very effective.